All right, guys, 2018, 17, 18 model Honda Pilot. We got to check charging system. I am going to show you guys what's going on. And we're going to do a little bit of diagnostic, such as check the output of the charging system, alternator. So there it is. It's giving one of those codes. And it's doing that code. So what's going on is in the morning, it got cold. So the weather does play a role here. It got cold and the light came on, so I'm assuming his battery's kind of weak. We're gonna check the alternator output with the voltmeter, and then we're gonna see maybe just replace the battery, because if the battery's not holding charge, it's gonna assume that system's not charging. So let's go underneath the hood. Okay, so we got the engine running. What I want to do is I did take off the cover here. I did take off the two clips here, took out all this. I do got a video just on changing the battery on this truck, so you might not gonna see that part. So I'm gonna, with one hand, I'm gonna try to manage to see what the voltage is. It should give me 14. I just need a good contact though. Okay, I'm not getting a good contact. I will get a good contact though. There you go, one hand and 14. That's what it's supposed to give me. So we know the alternator is giving good power. We did see a slow start, so I'm gonna assume this battery is shot, it's old. We're gonna replace it, and then we're gonna come back and recheck the whole car. Okay guys, I did replace the battery, but I do have an issue. So this guy right here is no good. I jumped the gun a little bit. I should have scanned the car. But you do want to check fuse also. If there's a fuse in here called the battery sensor. I'm going to see if I see anything here. You have idle stop right there. Battery sensor. It should tell you like a battery sensor. So I took this off right here, so it's not there. Okay, and I'm going to go in here. I'm gonna look for a battery sensor. So if there's none, if there is, it could be under the dash, but hopefully I don't miss in here. Okay, not really. Okay, it's not here. Okay, you can go through all the fuses, but it's not there. So I am gonna order a battery sensor because I scanned the vehicle and it gives me a code. p154a battery sensor internal failure. So the battery sensor is our main issue. Okay, the customer didn't want a battery because their battery kind of not starting up good. So this guy right here, I'm gonna order one and we will replace one. So this is our main suspect right here. We're gonna have to get one. But anyways, don't jump the gun, don't change the alternator, none of that, because it's giving 14 volt. The alternator is doing its job. My suspect is right here, so probably gonna have to call the dealer up. So here's the sensor. We have the sensor. There's a part number on this if you guys need, right there. So this is about like $140–$150. What we're gonna do is we are gonna put this to the side, and then we're gonna remove things such as this cover right here. I'll start off by pulling this up. If you see any clips or anything like that, but usually there's no clips on this, so take it easy. Like somebody wants to pull it here, it's kind of cracked here, so let's just take it easy. Probably a little retainer underneath here. Yeah, you see that? Ah, come on. There you go. And get it right underneath from there. Put this to the side. Okay, now we need to take out this air short right here. We got two little screws, clips, I would say. So I went and got this little guy right here, and just turn it gently. Don't put force on it, because if you put your force on it, it's gonna go back down. So same thing over here. Okay, I'm gonna put my tool to the side, and now we should be able to Okay, half of that clip stayed behind. So when I yank on this, I want to be careful with that. It doesn't just fall anywhere. And after that, you're just gonna grab this and just slide this out of there. And that's it. I'll put that to the side. So to change the sensor, we have a bolt here. We got a small little connector right here, which I'm gonna take off. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out with taking out the, we're gonna take out the we'll take out the negative, and yeah, it should be very simple. Okay, just go along, just take out this bolt here, get the connector there, and 10 millimeter there. So I'm gonna go get that sensor. See the sensor, for some reason this thing is super expensive. Okay, gave you guys the part number there. So the light keeps coming back on. Even if I reset it, it comes right back on. So pretty much this is what it looked like. This is how it is simply okay, it's kind of like that. Okay, I might, yeah, it's fine. So this is what this baby looked like. So Honda Pilot, we're gonna be changing that battery brake sensor. Battery sensor. Okay, so what I want to do here is, let me just kind of figure out my camera. I'm sorry for the angles and everything. So I just want to pick this connector off, and I want to remove this connector because I can't get my hands between it. So I just kind of pull that little guy. So what you really want to do is, once you have the sensor out, you could squeeze on this tab and this will release your sensor connector. So very simple and easy. All we got is 10 millimeter bolt to loose here. Okay, and we're gonna take this guy off right here. Okay, this is what it look like. I don't want to drop that bolt. Okay, there you go. So that's that. We're gonna put that away. I'm gonna get the new sensor, and I am gonna connect this side. Okay, and I am gonna lock that side up so it doesn't move. There you have it. So pretty much I put that in and I connected that. Okay, and I can connect this right now. Okay, it's fine to do so. So also check your connector here, because this connector could be kind of loose. So okay, there you go, we got it into the spot. Okay, and then I am gonna line this little guy to be right there. Up, we're getting a lot of arc. Shouldn't be like that. Shouldn't be like that. Okay. All right. Perfect. I am gonna test the vehicle, and then I will update you if the problem is resolved or not. So I do want to finish up the job, and I did start up the vehicle to make sure everything is good. So there you have it. I'm gonna put these clips in. I hate these things. Okay, they open up so much that you need like 5 hands to put them together. This is one of the worst clips they probably designed. Okay, that's that. And remember when I said don't push down on your screwdriver, because this thing will go down just like that. Okay, I just need to get the second one in. Sorry about all the movement, but that's how it's gonna be done. That's that. We'll take this little guy right here. Let's get everything in the spot like it's supposed to be. What is blocking us? It feels like the coverage just became bigger than what it originally was. Okay, once it's aligned, you just tap down on it. Bada bing, bada boom. I want to remove all my tools, and then we're gonna go inside the vehicle. So we're gonna go inside the car. We do not need to reset anything. Remember, we disconnected the battery, everything probably most likely got disconnected. Everything got resetted. So I also want to say, when I scanned this, I reset the light and it came on immediately. Okay, so everything's got to be closed, hood and everything, and let's see if the light comes on. So far there's nothing. Okay, there you go, no issues. So you might have to go in here, calibrate your TPMS and all that. You know what, let me take my gloves off, and I just don't want to touch stuff on this vehicle, but let me just do it. So you are gonna have to like calibrate your pretty much TPMS and everything. And okay, it doesn't have a TPMS. Does it have a TPMS? Okay, let's look at the maintenance. Okay, it doesn't. It's at 40%, but we're gonna go back. Does it have a TP? It doesn't have a TPMS for some reason. Most of these does have. Okay. Okay, we're gonna just leave it alone. So anyways, thank you for watching my video. If you got the check charging light, your alternator, make sure you check the voltage is 14 and above. Also check if your battery's old, could matter, but this was clearly indicating inside the scan tool, give an indication that battery sensor was bad. Anyways, thank you for watching.